Auction April 28th, Walnut Street Bridge Timber, sold on Compass.com.
You know, one of the things we love the most about 3+U is that it has a way of bringing the community together to find out all the wonderful things that are happening in Chattanooga and the surrounding area. Make no mistake, we are not the only ones who enjoy that sense of community. So do our guests. So it's so great for us to have Heather Reynolds and Doug Malin here from Alexian Village. Good to see you both.
Thanks for having us.
Very much that sense of community is there with your residents at Alexian Village, but I want to dovetail a minute because it's even more so as outreach. Y'all look for ways at Alexian to reach out to the community at large and do your part to share and give back. I think you do. Do you think that's fair to say, Heather?
Yeah, I think that's correct. I mean, we try to make the community, feel a part of the larger community for our residents and the people that could possibly be our residents in the future.
We have a lot that we're going to talk about in the course of our conversation, but I guess I'll jump ahead a little bit, Doug, to something y'all are doing in the middle of May. You're actually having a COVID clinic, vaccine clinic, for anybody can come up.
Yeah, we are really excited. The week of May the 9th through the 15th is National Skilled Nursing Week, and as one way to celebrate that, we are offering a COVID vaccine clinic on the 14th. That's Friday from 1 to 5. We are partnering with Access Family Pharmacy, and that is open to anyone that would like to get the vaccine over the age of 16. We do ask that they call and make an appointment so we make sure we have enough there. I might add too, we are using the Moderna vaccine.
Okay.
But
so they'll be able to come back then?
Yes, and so we'll have a second clinic for them to come back and get the second dose.
So we'll show you that phone number at the end of the segment, but in case what you have now is a moment with pen and paper, I will go ahead and give you the number. It's 886-0550, easy enough to remember. So as long as we're talking about the COVID vaccine, and we do have much more to talk about, but in the early days, once it became available, y'all jumped on it, Heather, and your residents were there ready to get that shot.
Yes, I mean, we had a large percentage of our residents get the shot and employees as well. I think our second shot, we were done mid-February. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're happy to do that.
Well, you did that in part because you wanted them to be protected.
Yes.
But you also wanted them and their families to be able to enjoy access to each other. So y'all never really had a period where you were having the doors locked and people could not come and go.
It's interesting. This past weekend, we had a resident who celebrated her 101st birthday. And we have opened up more because of the positivity rate being lower and the number of people who are vaccinated. I remember last year at this time when she celebrated her 100th birthday, and the only way to celebrate was to have a parade that went around the outside of the facility while she looked out the window. Mm-hmm. And this weekend, she was able to get together with family members and celebrate that 101st birthday.
Well, and of course, your first charge was to keep everybody safe. But you realized as the vaccine was available and things began to change really week to week, where you wanted normalcy to reign. So for your independent living residents, things have been a little bit different, if I understand it, Heather, than for those in assisted living. Is that right?
Yeah, independent living, we've been open for a while. I would say there were a couple of months there, mm-hmm. I mean, I'm talking about March, April, that we really kind of not locked it down, but, had some restrictions. But after that, I mean, we've been pretty much open, limited capacity. We are now, though, finally starting to get our activities back up, to where they were as far as going on trips again and things like that. So we're really excited about that.
I would think for a while to come, it's still going to be a delicate conversation to have because there are some people who are very eager to hear, oh, good, I don't have to be careful.
Yeah.
And then there are other people who are going to be very afraid if you're not careful enough. So is it kind of an individual call mm-hmm. that you're...
Yeah, and it's their choice. I mean, we still are offering options. Dining, for instance, they can come to the dining room if they feel comfortable. If not, we still are offering where they can pick up the meal and take it back, to their room. Mm-hmm. So the same with we set up a grocery store. So in the community, so residents that don't want to go out of the community can go to the grocery store. The ones that do they're welcome to go out.
On the independent living side of things, I've been there often enough to have eavesdropped on a few conversations. It is so fun because people are choosing to come there from literally all over the country.
Yes.
So it's like going on vacation and meeting somebody from Colorado, right?
Yeah.
And but then you find out they get to be your neighbor for a while.
Yeah. I mean, we have people, I would say half of our residents come from, I mean, they're not local. They come from all over the United States.
Because they love what you have to offer.
Yeah, I mean, the location and the fact that we are a CCRC and offer everything they could possibly need, and it's, just so large, and there's so much to do, and it's a lot offered.
You say that as if we all know that vocabulary. I do now. CCRC, which is continuing care.
Yes,
right?
Continuing Care Retirement Community, which means we offer all levels of care from independent up to nursing care, and in between would be assisted living and memory support.
You've been there a long time, haven't you, Doug? With
Yes, a
Alexian?
little over 5 years.
Okay. Do you still come to work every day and get back in your car at the end of the day amazed at what you see?
I live in Appleton, so I have
that's a drive.
about a 45-minute drive, and I can tell you after 5 years, I still don't dread that drive.
Yeah.
And enjoy it on the way home to decompress a little bit, but we really have an amazing organization, and the core of that is our associates, and they are just super. I mean, as we've talked about before, we have people that have been there close to 50 years that are employees, and it's just terrific.
Well, and I want you to think that here is this resident who's 101. Happy birthday to her. But she does it in part, I'm sure, because she's got good genes, obviously. But lots of laughter and friends to share in the experience, and that means a lot. So how are you handling tours? If somebody wanted to call and see about coming to live there, what are they doing?
We are completely open for tours. All they need to do is call and make an appointment. Of course, they will be screened when they come in, and temperature check and all that type of thing, wear a mask. But yeah, we're open. We've had people moving in pretty consistently for the past few months. So.
And it is a month to month. You don't have to sign a contract if you don't want to, but you can if you want to have more of a buy-in.
Well, there's a contract, and it is a month to month. I mean, with the rental plan, it's a 60-day notice kind of type thing. Or you can do the big Cadillac plan, the buy-in, that offers a lot of health care benefits for later on. So there's options for everybody's budget. And, when you come to tour, we can kind of help you determine which one might be the best.
And I think that's the thing that y'all have wanted to stress so in these most recent times that we've talked, is that you do want it to be something where everybody can feel like they need to pick up the phone and call, because you want to be part of the community.
Yes, we do.
Well, good to see you both.
Good to see you.
Here's the number that you can call again for the vaccine clinic happening from 1 to 5 on May 14th. It's 886-0550. Don't just show up, because they have to know to make sure they have the right amount of the Moderna vaccine available. Right. And then there's the number for Alexian itself if you want to call and find out about how to make an appointment to come and meet with Heather and get the grand tour. Just wear your walking shoes.
Yes.
You're going to have a lot of terrain to travel. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ashley Home Store's lowest prices of the season are here. Shop some of our best sellers at their lowest price.